Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello, my friend. My name is Inge Natasya Meidiana. I'm come from Nursing Faculty of Unissula. Here, I want to tell you the summary of journal which I searched yesterday under the title Screening for Liver Cancer, Result of a Random Cell Control Trial in Coding China. The methods of this journal is HBsAg, carriers were identity by population screening and randomly assigned to be screening group A 3,712 men. So, and control group B 1,869 of men. 374 primary live cancer or PLC case were diagnosed. So the conclusion of this journal is the screening with AFP result in earlier diagnosis for liver cancer, but the gains in lead time did not result in any overall reduction in mortality because therapy for the patient found by screening was infinitive. This has been undertaken in a two type of the setting in population at a high risk of the liver cancer, mainly in Asia, and in a group of patients high risk of developing liver cancer, mainly in ketosis without evidence of chronic infection with HBV or HCV in Europe and North America. So this program have demonstrated that tumor detect drug screening were similar more enable to pretendly curative therapy than symptomatic cancer. 10 until 17 as a result, consensus estimate for the clinical have affirmed that a regular screening, sometimes called surveillance, should be carried of high-risk subject. So there are 18 until 20 tests. Although the effective of screening in reducing mortality of the liver cancer has never been demonstrated by the means of random set trial, and therefore the relative cost versus the benefit are quite unclear. Failure to conduct regular screening and considered by the main to be unethical. So in this paper, we report the result of the trial with respect to detection rate, the characteristic of the screening test, and the outcome with respect to index, stage, survival, and mortality in the screened and a control group. The high risk of population minds, 16 until 59, who were HBsAg positive, were randomly assigned certifying to tone step level into group approximately 2 until third of the subject, 2,554 were placed and in an infection screening group A, and remaining 1,346 subjects were placed in a control group B. So, in addition, in a enroll examination screening with a test, APV, HBsAg, and ALT was performed in a group A in April 19, April and October 92, and April 93 for the subject enrolled in 89. So in October 92. So in April 93 for the those enrolled in April 92 figure 1. So the conclusion is the follow-up was mainly coding liver cancer institute or the major of the referral hospital, with a few subjects followed up in a similar hospital. So, at a second, only for cancer cases were assigned according in a clinical classification of the China liver cancer study group. The clinical responsible was not aware of the screening status of the patient and for the most part of the exchange of the trial. So maybe until here my speech. Thanks for your great attention. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.